Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I'm here to do my rant of Love After Lockup, Season 4, Episode 20. I got warrants, bruh, and that's your problem, isn't it? Let's get into it, shall we? Oh, yes, we shall.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop.
aunties and everybody needs.
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lives, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, welcome back, everybody, and this is Auntie. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. To all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate this episode of Love After Lockup, Season 4, Episode 20, I got warrants, bruh. I probably would rate this episode a D. Let me know down in the comment section what you would rate this episode of Love After Lockup. It just was all over the place, in my opinion. And that's why I got the rating that it did from me. I hate episodes that are just all over the place. I want you to tell a cohesive story, and I just felt like it didn't. Okay. So don't forget to hit that doorbell when you come in. The doorbell is that like button, that thumbs up button that you see on your screen. Go ahead on and hit that. And always remember that the life of the crowd, the real characters in this video, are these people down here in this comment section. Honey, if you want to get you a good kiki and a good caca, pay attention to the comments that are going on in the comment section, honey. Join in, read, drag, laugh, gag, and meet some of your fellow family members, your cousins down there in that comment section. They are the little engine that could up in this month. Okay. So anyway, let's get into it. So the first couple that I want to talk about is Puppy, Amber, and the crew. Puppy, Amber is at home with her boyfriend, and she gets a phone call from who? Puppy. And Puppy is sounding weary and dragging like she does week after week. I have never, in all the shows that I have ever reviewed, seen someone as sad as Mother and Puppy. Puppy is always crying, whining, just a miserable person, I believe, to be around. I would not, under any circumstances, want to have a friend like Puppy. She needy than a month, but she don't listen. She does what she wants to do, and then she wants to dump all of that on you like a hoarder. And I'm telling you, I just don't want all of your trash, your garbage in my house, boo. And my house is my heart, my mind, my spirit, my soul. I don't want it, honey, like at all. But she calls Amber, and she's like, I haven't talked to you in a while. And Amber was like, okay, you wonder why all of that stuff that happened at the house. And she says, I need to talk to you. And Amber was like, what's wrong? And she was like, I just need to talk to you. Can you come over? And Amber was like, why can't you tell me on the phone? And she was like, I want to see you face to face. And so, of course, Amber hops in her truck and goes over to Puppy's house. Amber is an enabler because Puppy really needs to go through this stuff on her own. She's a grown-ass woman in a grown-ass relationship. And every time something happens, she can't dump it on Amber. Amber's boyfriend told her he don't want to hear it. Keep that to themselves. And so she goes over there and she sees shot glasses and finds Puppy, sleeping in the bed. Puppy tells her that she had, that she miscarried the baby. And so Amber is like, well, you didn't want them. And I thought that was real cold-hearted of Amber. She was like, you ain't want it anyway. But you have a opportunity to change your mind, right? About anything. And I think I told my members, no, a matter of fact, I'm sure I told my members about my experience with being pregnant and, changing my mind and all of that kind of stuff. And so, Puppy said that she had went to, a clinic to see what she could do about the pregnancy. And when she was there, she grew. She realized that, this wasn't something that she wanted to do. Next thing you know, she was in at a doctor's appointment and she had miscarried the baby. And I think that I hate when the leaves outside die, when they fall to the ground and they die, because they bring these little flies that come up in your house. So when y'all see that stuff going by, that's what that is. It's the leaves. And they haven't collected the leaves yet. We ain't even raked them, okay? Because we've been getting so much rain and you can't do anything about it. And it just seemed like they just fester in these motherfuckers, okay? And they going past the screen and all that. I'm trying to grab them and all that. That's what it is. My house ain't dirty, okay? It's just the leaves, these little gnats that come in with these leaves. God. But anyway, so, Amber, was trying to be there for her. And then she talked about how she had, that she had terminated some pregnancies because, she was on drugs. And she said that the last pregnancy that she had, she actually went to jail a couple of months later. So she, her kids would have been all jacked up and all that stuff. And so, Puppy said that she feels like the relationship she has with Eric died with the baby. And so, our heart goes out to Puppy. It's never fun to have a miscarriage. I've had one myself. And so, I know what it means and how it feels and the what ifs and all that kind of stuff. And so we do want to be sympathetic to what has happened to her. But she's got a lot of growing up to do and she needs to really listen, and she doesn't listen. The next person I want to talk about is Destiny. Destiny is a mother and some girl, I guess. God damn it. Decided to get her a baby shower. And it wasn't but 3 people there, and it was on the front lawn. Bitch, if I ever have my neighbors having a barbecue out on the front lawn, I'm calling the popo. And we don't play that little popo stuff around here, but bitch, I'm telling you right now, I'm calling the popo. You're not going to take the property value of my shit down because you decide that you're going to have a whole picnic table and chairs and balloons in your front yard. Now, it was one thing during the pandemic when everybody was putting the different signs and stuff like that out on their front lawns, the little cutesy ones and stuff like that. It's my 57th birthday or whatever. People were being very creative with celebrating. But bitch, if you got a whole cafeteria sitting on the front lawn, we don't have a problem because my property taxes and my mortgage is too high, bitch, for you to be doing that kind of stuff. We're not having a Bob Evans on the front lawn or the side lawn either. I'm calling the police, and we're going to find something in the law, something in the rule books, bitch, that says you can't do this. I'm trying to tell you, I ain't playing with no. You pay too much for it to be going down like that. Right? Anyway, she is having to, and they asking her about, the baby daddy and all of that and what's going on with that. And she reveals to us that she has 5 children. And I was like, good googity goo. She said she don't have custody of none of them kids. She said the mailman got them, her aunt and her cousin's cousin and some friends and the Salvation Army. And bitch, everybody got her kids but her. And I was like, you know what? This is just absolutely pathetic. Instead of her running around trying to be up underneath Sean's raggedy ass, she should be worrying about those daggone kids. But I think that it's beneficial to them to not even be with her. But at this point, everybody got her kids but the mailman. And so anyway, she says that, Sean owes her this money, but she wants to get past this and move on with her life. I don't even know who's going to take care of this baby that she has in her belly. It's just a shame. And so, she calls Sean on the phone and she talks to Sean about the money because she believes that if Sean gives her the money, that's going to be closure for her. So she's in between whether or not, she wants the money from Sean or no. And Sean is asking her, is that my baby? But Sean, you ain't been with her in 2 years, bitch. Why would that be your baby? Like, he's so stupid. And then the thing about it is, after he talks to her, he calls Kelly. For the fuck what? Kelly unstable. In my opinion, her ass is unstable. So why the hell is he calling her and not calling Sarah, the one he laying up in the bed with, the one he's married, the one he cut a cake with? Like, why isn't he telling Sarah? And Sarah thinks she got the man of the year because he ain't knocked her upside her. You know what, Auntie, think it, but don't say it, bitch. Think it, but don't say it. Then he goes home to Kelly. He goes home to Sarah and asks Sarah about money. Because he feels like if he give her a couple of dollars, that everything is going to be okay. No, it's going to be worse because a person like Destiny is going to continue to ask you as long as she can do a withdrawal. He's so fucking stupid. Every time I try to give Sean the benefit of the doubt, this month always disappoints me and proves that when I'm hard on him, I need to be hard on him. He is untrustworthy, in my opinion, and he do dumb, like real dumb. And you just have to ask yourself, Auntie, think it, but don't say it. Think it, but don't say it, okay? Anyway, she's like, don't you want a saving? Don't you want this? He said, she's been in charge of the money since he got married to her. I guess so. She held back as long as she could. But honey, once he said I do to her, I bet you Sarah did a damn 180 on his ass. Anyway, they boring as, which is why this got a D. What one of the reasons why I got a D. Okay. The next couple that I want to talk about is Ray and Brittany. Brittany goes out to her little bachelorette party. They have a stripper. But she's worried about whether or not Ray had a stripper. Ray said he did. She said, we just did the girly thing, i.e. stripper. I think the reason I really want to come clean, just in case Brittany's watching or somebody that Brittany knows is watching. I'm hard on Brittany because she's supposed to be intelligent. But while she's on this show, she's ignorant, in my opinion, immature, and insecure. All the eyes, the 3 eyes. And it's disappointing because she's supposed to be educated and from a good family. that is able to leave her with an inheritance. But she gets on screen and acts immature, ignorant, and insecure. Well, insecure is an E. Well, no, it's an I. Why the fuck can she be a grown-ass woman who is secure about who it is she is? And I know people be wondering why. And I'm telling y'all why. I'm finally giving you the whys. She got to stand up and be better in the world to me. Especially since she look like she like at least 6'9". She's not an ugly girl at all. But the inside of her is so immature. She goes to the lawyer's office about the prenup, but she lies about where she's going. But then she gets mad because Ray lies about where he's going. I mean, they got their location on. She probably got a GPS tracker underneath his motherfucking car. Like, that's just too much. Like, grow the fuck up. If you're going to the lawyer's office or a lawyer's office, because you could tell it wasn't her lawyer, she just paid for a consultation. Tell them where you going. Since you grown and sexy and you in control of everything, tell them. Why would you lie and be deceitful about that bull? So she asked about the inheritance. I already told her about the inheritance. Inheritance is not community property. So he told her that's not community property. She asked about his debt. This is debt that he incurred as a result of a crime that is not transferable, bitch. It goes with him. If he died and he don't pay it, it don't get paid. They don't come after the wife for it. Common sense. And then she finds out that it don't get passed down to the kids either. Now, some of the debt that your family incurs, or that it depends on how everything is set up, right? It depends on how the estate and the probate is set up, if there's a probate. But some things can go to the kids. Some debt can go to the kids. Now, what he did in jail, that don't go to the kids. That's not something that the kids inherit. Their father's prison restitution. She's so fucking stupid. And then she goes back to him and tells him this is insurance. Insurance for what? The guy asks, does Ray have anything that he's hiding? Nothing. Ray doesn't have anything. But then, as I said in previous reviews, it came out allegedly that Ray cheated anyway. So all the shit that you doing, Brittany, to try to make a man be faithful to you, does not make a man faithful to you. It's love and respect. Above love, men want to be respected, Brittany. That's the key. Some men is respect, food, and then love. And some of them is respect, sex, But respect is first. And when you treating Ray the way you treating Ray, it shows that you have lack of respect. Because you can't trust him to do anything. And it's so unfortunate. Because the man seemed like, bitch, I said seemed like he loved you. But I don't know if he does now. If he's just tolerating her, right? Because after a while, you like rain dropping down on a tin roof. One motherfucking drop at a time for 8 hours. That's what a nagging ass insecure wife is like. Get it together, sis. Get it together. It's disappointing, it's disheartening, and it's just stupid. And I'm so sick of seeing you on the screen that way. Get it together. Okay. The next dumbass couple that I want to talk about is Kevin, with this Tiffany Kayla bullcrap that's going on. This story is just so unbelievable. And it very well could be true. However, there have been pictures of Tiffany and Kayla hanging out together. So how can we even give this storyline any bitch? All right, I'm moving on. I'm moving on. The next couple I want to talk about is Brawwin and Chazz. There's a part of me that want to feel sorry for Chazz because really, Branwin really has taken advantage of him. She has dogged him out. She got out of jail and she realized that he was creepy to her. And so as a result of her realizing that he's creepy to her, she was like, I can't fuck with him. And then he was the type of man that was always begging for it, but he was doing it in like a dry beg type of way. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like he was dry begging for the booty. And you don't want no man to be dry begging for it and, making little hints and acting all creepy and touching you with his fingertips and oh my God. Ow, no. Like he the type of guy that would just be tapping you with his fingertips like that. Just that irritating. That make you. Can you imagine, your man coming over to you, he just tapping you like this shit? Oh my God, what is it? Oh, bitch, no. I gotta get it out of my mind. Okay, get it out your mind, Auntie. Get it out your mind. So when she got out and he was creepy like that, and then she was hooking up with her friends, she had to make a decision about whether or not she was going to be the old Branwin or the new. So she was out, creeping and everything because it was convenient for her to creep because they was living in different states. And just the possibility and the anxiety that came with living with somebody that's touching you with their fingertips all the time just freaked her the fuck out. Branwin, I understand. So she said, I'm going to default back to what I know. And what I know is having my ass out. You know what I'm saying? She said, I'm ass out. This is what I enjoy. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm skilled at. I'm trying to do this Spanish class, bitch. I can't study. I'm talking about, sombreros and stuff like that. She just was like, I'm not hacking it in school. And I got a whole lot of stuff going on. And, and then he here, and a bitch say he coming for a day, and then he stay for a month, and he don't ask me nothing about it. And then I got to go around and give him a lap dance because he crying and taking his wedding ring off. And she just was like, fuck it, I can't do this. I can't do this no more. I can't, and I will not do this anymore. So Brown was like, fuck what you heard. When he came up here and her girlfriend started snitching on her, she said, forget it. So now he's sitting at the hotel, okay, lonely because he extended his trip. She didn't tell him to extend that trip. She said, bitch, go home. Don't extend it. But no, he wanted to do what the hell he wanted to do. So when he came to the cafe, after talking to her girlfriend who been snitching on her, she just was like, get the fuck up out of here. So now he's sitting up in the town by himself, by his own, but that's his fault. Bitch, nobody told you they wanted you to stay. Nobody. You did this on your own. So the fuck, how can you be mad about this? She said, I got class. I got to go to the coffee shop. Bitch. So now he's sitting there and he's like, okay, you know what? Two can play that game. She didn't want to mess with me. She wouldn't get in the car. Let me look her stuff up. So he goes to the site that she's been on. And he knows she's been on it, right? Because that's how he met her, ain't it? The fuck? And so, he's on there and everything. He like, let me send her a message and see whether or not, she's going to answer. Of course she going to answer her girlfriend, the one that was sitting up in there crying. He told me she was sitting up in there crying and everything. And, she was, did not want her to leave. That's because they partners. Yeah, they partners in crime. Plus Yola done got out of jail. And he got so many tattoos, bitch. He look like a coloring book. I said, he got tattoos everywhere. I mean, he really made me want to get out a good colored pencil sharpener and a good color pencil set and just get this sharpening, honey. Okay, sharpening that thing and that sharpener and getting it. Just coloring that shit. Just. making sure I stay in the motherfucking lines. Bitch, I wanted to color him somebody. Sit still. Turn your head this way. Because I want to go hit on it, go to trace the lines. Bitch, what the? So, this guy has gotten Branwin hooked up. She said that, he cheated on her multiple times. And then, they was together. He ran and she did 2 years stay for that bull. And here it is. She's sitting up in the kitchen considering being back with him because she's hanging around women who don't have a vision and a dream for themselves. They're making money, I guess, the honest way, but it's not a way that is morally acceptable to some people, right? Get them. So for her, this is all Branwin is known. Branwin is for the streets. And in the meantime, he's sitting over there stalking her on the site. He's such a sad man. He's such a sad man. He's looking pathetic. Talking about pathetic. Daonte. The members and I had an opportunity to talk to Daonte and Derek. And when I went back and reviewed this episode, I couldn't feel sorry for Daonte. Bitch, I ain't even lying. I couldn't. And I think the reason why I couldn't is because I told you so. And so many other people that you rely on in your life told you so. And you insisted on doing it your way and was determined to prove everybody else wrong. And oftentimes that's what people do in relationships. And then they want to come back and they want the sympathy, right? And you want to give it to them because you hate to see the underdog always be the underdog. But then there comes a time when you have to say, bitch, if you going to do it your way, then you got to carry the whole weight of the responsibility, or you got to carry the whole weight of your decision. Right? You got to. So Daonte, Lindsey hops out the car. She gets on the phone, come and get me. She tries to get in contact with her mother. Her mother said, fuck you. And so she calls Blaine. We all knew that she was with Blaine. No woman comes home and stays with a man and don't crawl in his bed or he don't crawl in hers. Before Deontay left, he lied to Derek and act like he did not suspect anything. He lied. So I'm saying, are you an actor or are you just a liar? And the members know we had this conversation. Like I'm keeping it a buck 100 out here. I'm keeping it a buck 100. Either you a liar or you an actor. Because there's no way you did not know that she was fucking Blaine. But then you tell Derek that she ain't. you telling us she ain't? Lindsay did it for the ground, bitch. She did it for the ground. And there's so many women who would love him for who he is. But he don't want them. He wants somebody that's going to challenge him to be a mother that he ain't. And so Lindsay sees it. She embarrassed him just like she embarrassed the other guy. And I told him that when they came out on that special, I told him. But she sits there and says, oh, I don't need him for the show. Bitch, yes, you did. Yes, the fuck you did. And then the way that she did it. She hops out the car in Mississippi. But then she says Daonte did some in Mississippi. But bitch, you got him in Mississippi. You talking about he popped it off. You popped it off when you hopped your ass out the car, Lindsay. You did that. When you hopped out that car, you brought attention to yourself, or could have. And so Daonte, she's calling and talking about him to her mother, knowing that she's messing with Blaine. And so that when Deontay walk up on her, he like, I mean, Lindsay, what? You with him? Just come clean. Are you with him or not? And she was like, yes, I am. And that's why I wanted to call it off. Well, call it off and tell the truth. Tell the truth about this. It wasn't but what, one weekend? You get him down there, and then and I'm going to tell you right now, honey, she going to pay for it. So you can post your stuff on the ground about your daughter. You can do all that stuff you want to do, boo. But Karma's a mother. And it's coming back. Oh, it's coming back. There's been pictures released of Lindsay allegedly kissing on other men and being with other men that somebody posted that people been talking about. So, in my opinion, like I told her to her face, you a hustler. You for the streets. And then Daonte calls Derek, the same person, and says, Derek, yeah, it's as I thought. She is messing with him. He goes to his car, and here come Blaine. Blaine would have got the left hand of fellowship. You don't walk up on nobody with your bitch ass self. You lucky that Deontay took the high road and said, take that trashy bitch on which you wanted her, you got that trashy bitch, take her and go. Take that trash. He said he done with love. But we all know a man like Daonte is never done chasing. He's never done chasing. And hopefully when he finds someone that that loves him, that really loves him, he'll be happy and content. Daonte said he had something in his car. And that's why, allegedly, stuff popped off with him and Lindsay. And Lindsay pulled Blaine back. And talk about she had warrants. You got warrants whether or not I got something or you don't. You got warrants, period. You're running from the law. You can't even go to the 7-Eleven, bitch, and get a Slurpee without being nervous. Because you down there being mommy dearest, you need to make sure that your is straight. And that ain't no reflection on your daughter. It's all the reflection on you. because you can hide and seek and deflect and avoid all you want to. But you know you did this black man wrong. You did him wrong. You used him, in my opinion. And karma gonna remember your address. It's gonna remember your address. Because things ain't always gonna be on the up, Lindsay. It's not. And the way you treat people, you'll get it back. So enjoy your little bit of fame and your little clicks and your little views while you can. Do all the interviews that you want to. But karma know your address. And the way you did that man down, in the streets of Mississippi was trifling. And talking about trifling, Chazz, you set your ass up there and went to the doctor's appointment with Taylor. You mad at Taylor because Taylor decided that she didn't want to get married. Taylor is dealing with a pregnancy, a high-risk pregnancy at that. Taylor says that she was pregnant with a little boy and she had some kind of disease or something, and she ended up losing the baby. And so now she's haunted by that baby. We all know, all of us who have lost babies, we know about that haunting feeling that you feel. Wondering whether or not this is going to be a successful pregnancy or not. And all Chazz can think about is his goddamn self. I told him when I interviewed him, Chazz, you don't listen and you talk too much. He don't hear. All he hear is what he wants to hear. So while she got 3 girls, she wants it to be a boy, but she's scared of having a boy because she said out of all the pregnancies that she's had, they were successful except for her little boy. And he's saying, I just want to do this and move on with his 750 credit score. They get to the doctor's appointment, and the only thing she wants to see is a healthy baby. A healthy umbilical cord, making sure that the fluids are there, that the womb is safe for the baby, that the heartbeat is there. That's the stuff she's concerned about. She leaves out the motherfucking room, and Chazz asks, can they do a paternity test? And bitch, my mouth fell open. Now, I don't know what's going on in their relationship. I don't know if he had reason to want to ask for that. But I was so shocked that he did that. Now, I don't know if it was in the script, bitch. I don't know what it was. Well, why is he asking for a paternity test, Taylor? Is something going on that we don't know about? Was Taylor possibly with somebody else? Is this somebody else's baby? Why would Chazz ask for that? Because while I was, my mouth dropped to the floor, I also was thinking, why would a man ask for that unless he thought there was a possibility that he was going to need it? Now, I'm curious as hell about what's going on. Because she don't seem like the type that cheats. But bitch, you don't know. But why would he ask for something like that, y'all? Things that make you go, He was dead ass serious. Or at least maybe a script made him appear to be dead ass serious. I'm hoping that was something in the script, honey. and that there ain't nothing really going on. Because y'all remember when he interviewed me, he said, oh, I found out what was going on. Because she did suspiciously all of a suddenly decide not to get married to him. So I am the fuck wondering what is going on in that relationship. Thank you so much, Pamela Cleveland, for the super chat. Chance is insecure and wants paternity test because she postponed the wedding. You think that's what it is, Pamela? Do you think that's what it is? Because men don't usually ask for paternity. It be women. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's the only thing he can control. He can't force her to marry him. I think she woke up because he kept spending money without consulting her. He just want to create drama. Okay. He's insecure. I tell you what. I don't either. But why did he ask for that? Why did he ask? And sometimes, I ain't saying Taylor, is out there in them streets, because I don't think Taylor for the streets. But them choir ones. You know what they say about them damn choir ones. If she marries Chance, and he will really think he owns her and ruin her credit score. But anyway, y'all, this is something that make you go, Write down in the comment section what you think. Why did Chance ask for a paternity suit? Was this something that was in the script? Because it was all of a sudden that Taylor had to get up out of there. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Are they playing in our faces or not? Is it really a reason why he should be curious about what, if she been with somebody else? What's the time period around this pregnancy versus the time period that he's been out? How many months is Taylor? Bitch, this is a lot to think about. And I want to know what y'all think. I love y'all to pieces. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Pamela, for the super chat. Thank you so much to my moderators who always keep the chat nice and safe for everybody. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button and joining this family. I love you all to pieces. And until we meet again, y'all be safe.